If you're in Koh Samui, thinking of coming to Koh Samui or have a trip already booked, then this is a quick fire list of 7 of the best things to do here in Koh Samui. I've spent the last 6 weeks here on the island, and I've narrowed it down to the top 7 things that I recommend giving a go to or trying whilst you are in Koh Samui. And in my opinion, number 7 is the best. So hang around till the end and let's get stuck in. In no particular order, number 1 is the Fishermans Village. Going up and spending an evening there, looking around the market, having some food, a view out over the beach, and the sea is nice, looking out over to Koh Phangan. It's definitely worth a visit. You have shops there, you have nice restaurants, you have a market 3 times a week or 4 times a week. I believe it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. One thing to note is it's a little bit more expensive than other areas, but it's definitely worth an evening out. Number 2 is going on a night out in Chaweng. Now, I don't have tons of footage of this because when you're out drinking, partying, listening to music, you don't tend to film too much, but you've got live music and bars there. You've got a lot going on. It's always busy, it's always vibrant, and it's a good, fun night out. Number 3 is one of my favourites on this list, and that is Nam Wang Waterfall 2. Now, it's a little hike up to get to the top, but you get spoilt with views. You have the waterfall, you can jump in, cool off after sweating and walking through the jungle on the way up. It's a little bit steep, but you'll probably be fine as long as you're a little bit fit and don't have no injuries. But it's definitely worth a day out. It's about a 20-minute, 25-minute ride from Lamai or Chaweng, and it's about a half-hour, 40-minute ride if you're up in Bang Rak or up in the north. It's very nice, it's worth it, and it's probably the best waterfall out of the waterfalls here in Koh Samui. Number 4 on this list is watching the sunset in either Mai Nam, Nakhon, or if you're in Bang Rak or in the north or northeast of the island, then there's a restaurant and bar called the Sea Sun Restaurant. And because the sun sets on the west side of the island, going over to the west of the island, you will get the best sunsets. However, sitting in that restaurant right next to the Big Buddha in Bang Rak, you will get a nice view of it because the way the coastline moves and curves around, you will be facing west and you should be able to get a good sunset. Unfortunately, the sunsets we've seen have not been there, even though we went there, because it was a cloudy evening. But it's a good spot anyway, and if it's a clear night, that would be one of the best spots to watch the sunset if you're not willing to ride or catch a taxi round to the west of the island. Number 5 on this list is getting a scooter and riding around the ring road of the island, exploring the smaller places, the smaller areas, the smaller beaches. Stop at a few restaurants or bars along the way. There's beaches that you'll probably find that won't have as many tourists on, like Bang Thai Beach. It's hardly a secret, people know about it, but still it's unlikely that it will be super busy and there will be a lot of people there. That's definitely worth a stop off. You've got Lamai Beach or Lamai area, you've got Chaweng, you've got Bang Rak, you've got Fishermans Village, Mai Nam. If you go on that ring road, it might take you a couple of hours, or if you set aside 3 hours or half a day, but it's a good chance to see the island, ride around and just see more than what you would if you were just stuck in one individual area. Number 6 is spending a half day out at Silver Beach or Crystal Bay. Same place, different name. It's just outside of Lamai, and it's probably the nicest beach visually on the island. It is going to get busier, it is going to get more crowded because it's quite popular, but it's definitely worth a trip and a visit. The water's shallow there, the water's clear there, and it is beautiful. A close second to that is what I just mentioned, the beach, Ban Thai Beach, which is up in the northwest area of the island, but it's a lot more secluded, a lot less people, and beautiful in its own right. Silver Beach, Crystal Bay is number 6, but a close second if we're talking about beaches would be Ban Thai Beach. Number 7 on this list, and a personal favourite of mine, because, to be completely honest, I wasn't expecting it to be such an experience. And that is the Roof Samui, and that is a bar and restaurant set around about 500 meters above sea level. You can look over the whole of Chaweng. You can see Chaweng Lake, the airport, and basically what you do, because it's quite steep, is if you're on a scooter or a taxi, you would get a taxi or scooter to the bottom of the hill, and they have a songtao or a mini kind of pickup truck that will take you up to the top where the restaurant is. When you get there, you've got views out over everything. You can order food, you can order drinks, and we didn't realize, we thought it was a bit more low-key, but if you do want a table guaranteed that looks out and is in the best kind of position, then you might want to book ahead. The pickup truck that takes you up from the bottom to the top is 50 baht per person, and that will take you up and take you back down. 100% would recommend this, and as I said, it's probably one of my favorite experiences, just because the ride up feels like a little bit of a mini safari. It's a bit bumpy, it's quite steep, and then you get to the top and you're spoiled with the views. Definitely worth a check. That is the Roof Samui. And finally, a few honorary mentions, and that is Angtong National Park. That is a marine national park around about an hour off the coast of the west of the island, and you can go there and do a day trip. You have also got Koh Phangan that you can go for either a day trip or go there for a few days. You can watch Muay Thai. I haven't got around to it this time round in Samui, but you've got 2 stadiums here to choose from, and the fights are on 4 to 5 times per week. You can also visit temples and the Big Buddha and do tons of other things, but in my opinion, the best things I've done in the past 6 weeks have been these 7 that I've mentioned. Guys, as always, I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you found this video useful, and I'll catch you in the next one.